everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to New Cities. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you happen to be, because I am excited. I'm excited to be back. Things are going pretty well for Dorksville 2.0. I think it's fair to say that anyway. Population-wise, it is growing. We're starting to get some denser buildings in here, which is lovely to see. Hopefully they will continue to get more and more dense as things go on. We haven't yet got any of the mixed zoning in here, which is a little disappointing, and we still don't have any factories. I don't really know what's going on with those. They might just be bugged or something. It doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, the way it is. So we're not gonna stress too much there. It's fine, you know. It's again, it's not the end of the world. We have a lot of money that we can spend right now, though. I don't know how the economy works in this. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea. Actually, sales tax. We could probably bring that down to like 10, to be honest. Not gonna lie. That could probably be a fair bit lower. Getting some nice sort of larger buildings popping up in here, like little neighborhoods. I imagine this whole area will start to get a bit more dense as time goes by. I do realize, though, that in terms of crime, we have no police departments. We have like 6 of them. We have 2 up there and then 2 here, 2 here. We don't have any over here. So let's go in and let's deal with a little bit of that, because we are going to need some police stations. And what we'll do is we'll put one there, and we'll put one, say, there. And let's see what that does for crime really quick. I didn't want to place that one. I do want rid of that one. There we go. So let's have a little look. That has not done a terrible job, but honestly, we have enough money. I think we could probably get away with another police station, say, I'm thinking there, and I'm thinking right about there. And then down this way, I think we are probably going to need another police station. So what about a little station, say, I wonder if I could get one like in here in a way that doesn't look silly. We could probably do 2 down here. Would 2 police stations be too much? I feel like 2 police stations isn't too much. I also feel like we could put the jail down there if we really wanted to. That would be sort of against the idea of what that area was supposed to be, though, because that area was supposed to be quite nice. So I don't think we'll put the jail down there. I do think I want to get another station there and there, though, just to try and really get crime out of a lot of that space. In terms of parks, we could probably do with a few more of those. So let's do one there, and then let's do one right about there. And that's done a pretty nice job on pollution there. And I think what we could actually do is just sort of go in with a few parks just along there, and then a few parks along here as well, just to try and really get the pollution out of those spaces. We could do the same just here, and then the same on this side as well. And again, I mentioned it in the previous episode. If my voice sounds a little shot, it is. It absolutely is. Just by the way, in case you were curious there. But the good news is there's like no pollution here. You know, there is, but there's not anywhere near as much as there could be, which I love. I love that this is a feature. I love that you can kind of go in and get rid of pollution like this. It's really cool. It's a really I don't want to say it's unique, but it's a really interesting overlay, I guess, in a way, like being able to see it and just immediately go away as you place parks. It's kind of really cool. I really do like it. So let's do something there. And how are we looking for pollution in all those areas? So we have some hot spots of pollution right there and there. So let's see what those 3 parks do. And then let's go in with there, and then there and there, and see what those parks do. And the pollution's pretty much gone in those spaces as well. So that's fantastic. That's really cool. We did also just get a public pool, which is pretty cool. It's going to drive value and prosperity and community So that's absolutely a thing we want to do. Let's go ahead and apparently we can't do it there. It needs to be in a denser area. I mean, that's fair enough, I guess. We'll do there and we'll do there. And that will hopefully drive those areas to be a bit better. We'll do there and we'll do there. Quite expensive, these public pools, but that's all right. We'll do them in those areas too. And we'll do there and there. And let's see. So that should drive the prosperity, I want to say. Maybe a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. Value might go up a little bit too. Land value in general is shifting a little bit. It definitely seems like it's trying to cover, you know, more of the city as we put more and more parks in there. So let's see. If a density tier 5 residential building is built, we can place a big park. Ooh, which mitigates 6 times as much pollution. Okay. That's not bad. We do have some complaints in here, though, I'm realizing. Like, we have needs customers in quite a few places. I'm not seeing much in the way of, like, unemployment complaints, though, which is nice. I'm just seeing a lot of, like, needs customers. So hopefully we can do something about that in the near future. Also, the stuttering you're seeing, just to clarify, this game is a work in progress. It is not finished by any means. So, you know, that stuttering is going to happen. Basically, that's just kind of the way of it. I'll tell you what we will do, though, since we have a bit of demand here for residential. Let's go ahead and start filling in the area behind the university with a bit of residential zoning. I don't think that would be a terrible idea. We can basically just do something like this if we really wanted to. And I think, you know, I do really want to do this. So we'll just go along and put a bunch of this in there. It's not exactly, you know, amazingly well spaced, but it'll do. You know, it does the job. We can go there. We can go there. And I think that'll look kind of cool, to be honest. You know, having things be a little bit different in here. We could actually connect all these roads together, by the way. That is a thing we can do. Not going to do that. That's not a thing we do here. So all of this is just going to be residential zoning as well. Anyone that lives in this area has a university right next to them. So crime, I don't want to say, you know, crime will be a problem, but crime could be a problem for sure with the university on your doorstep, but I'm sure it won't be. I'm sure the university students here are going to be amazingly well behaved is what they're going to be, right? That's what they're going to be. We'll speed things up. We'll let that area build. Oh my God, it built quickly and got quite dense quite quickly as well. That was a little bit unexpected. I'm not going to lie. How are we looking for roads, by the way? We still haven't unlocked other roads. Interesting. Do we still need to get 50,000 people for that? I really don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though. Because demand-wise, I mean, we still don't have much in the way of commercial. I'm going to go in and I am going to fill up these side spaces, but I'm going to do vertical roads for these side spaces, I think. Just to set them apart, because these were originally supposed to be like strictly commercial spaces. And I do want them to be that, but it's kind of obvious that the commercial demand is, like, again, you know, not to sound like a broken record, but the game is a work in progress. It is not finished. So the ratios might be off or something like that. I don't know. It might be by design that you don't need that much commercial, which is, I guess, possible. You know, I live in a town of 30 or 40,000 people, and there are, off the top of my head, there are 5 supermarkets ish. And then, I mean, there's small stores as well, but I guess there's not. I don't know. I don't know what way the ratios are done in this. To be totally honest, I don't want to start like saying that. Oh yeah, this makes sense or that makes sense, because I might be an idiot and it might just not be balanced. But whatever. We'll use this space for residential, because it might, you know, push us up to that 50,000 that we've been looking for. So same on this side. We'll just throw all of this in. Probably going to do some parks in here as well, just to really try and keep that pollution down. And also to see if we can maybe get that level 5 building that we've been looking for. We could also... Oh, we can't do a public pool in there. Okay. let's do a couple of parks there. And let's do just a bunch of parks in this middle space and a couple of parks up there. And we'll go do the same thing on this side. So a couple of parks there. And then we do 4 sort of clustered like that in the middle and a couple up there. All right. So that should be lovely for that space. I'm wondering, can I get a public pool in here anywhere? Can I get it in there? No. Can I get it over there? I can. All right. So let's do a couple more of those just to try and boost the community in those spaces. And those new residential spaces are building really, really quickly and might be enough to get us up to that 50,000 that we're looking for. They're absolutely going to be it. Come on. Come on. We're so close to it. We are so close to it. We're like 100. There we go. 100 off. And any second, there we go. So what does that get us? That got us the ballpark and the mayor's mansion. We've unlocked expressways as well. At 100,000 people, we can get a courthouse. All right. So we got the mayor's mansion. What can we do? Or where do we place it? Also, we still don't have boulevards, but we do have expressways. Fair enough. Mayor's mansion. Where does that go? So I'm thinking opposite City Hall, to be honest. But then I'm also thinking, like, maybe down here? Like, maybe the mayor... You know what, actually? Let's do that. Let's do the mayor's mansion right at the end of that little road. So right there. So kind of like, you know, it's got 2 police stations guarding it. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot, actually. That's pretty cool. Right. So that's all a thing. I guess we just keep building. I feel like my density, like I'm building these big grids and I just get little houses on them. It's very strange. But fair enough. Factories, have they built yet? No. No, they have not. I don't think they're gonna. I really don't. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go ahead and let's try filling up some more of this space. So let's do this road and that goes to there. This is where the roads are going to start getting a little bit weird because we're going to have, like, you know, this intersection, which is probably a nightmare to navigate. Then that goes up to there and, you know, that goes up to there and that's a little bit weird looking as well, but that's okay. And I guess what we could do is we could, do I want zoning coming off of those roads there? I really don't know. I really don't know that I do. Let's do some roads that cut through here then. Let's, like, because we've been doing all this, like, vertical stuff. Let's, like these big vertical sections of avenue. Let's do some horizontal ones for this. Basically what I'm saying is I'm rotating everything by 90 degrees, but I'm still doing a boring old grid. So just something like this. Is that on the dots? I think it is. Oh, I complain about not being able to see the dots, but I really like the dot system. It's kind of really cool. I've seen a few people mention that as well about this game, that, like, the dot thing is, I mean, it's simple, but it works, you know. It doesn't need to be super complex. It's just like, you know, build little streets in the dots and then build your build the avenues on the squares and then build your boulevards in the big squares and, like, your expressways where you need them and stuff like that. I just really like it. I really do. I don't know. There's something about this game. It's just, the more I play it, the more it is really growing on me. You know, that's kind of what it is. And I like that. I like that about a game just in general, you know. The more you play it, the more you're like, oh, there's something here. You know, it's a really cool feeling. Can I do this? I can do that. And then we could go and we could rotate and do it on that side as well. There we go. Unfortunately, that does connect in there. So I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and do some bulldozing. Let's take this all out because the factories aren't building anyway. And I do want to try and get a little bit of that symmetry back in here. So we'll take out all of those roads and we'll go in and we'll take out all of that zoning just to make sure the factories don't end up building now all of a sudden. We can go in and we can place, I think we can place this in here. So that would go there. It absolutely would. Then we'll rotate and go there. And that seems okay. That seems... Oh, did I do that? I think I did that wrong, didn't I? Oh, I did. Yeah, I've done that wrong. This over here, I've accidentally just placed a little bit higher than it needs to be. So that all needs completely removed and replaced. I don't know what that's going to do for the road placement though, but we'll find out. Let's see. So you would be... Where does this go? I can't really see it because I don't know, it's not really previewing. Okay. Let's just trust that it's rotated properly, I guess. It is... Ooh, what is that? What have I done? Oh, I've raised it and low... Oh, no. Oh, no. I did it wrong. I raised and lowered the thing rather than... Oh, boy. I used the wrong button. I didn't rotate it. I raised and lowered it. That's fine. Let's just take all that out. Let's go to here. How do I raise this back up? So Q. We want to bring that up. So that's not level where it needs to be, I think. That goes there. And then on this side, we need to bulldoze everything as well because I placed it. I've not rotated it properly. So back to here. And then line that up, rotate it, and place it. And that's perfect. Okay. So we have all that space to play with. We are going to want to connect it probably through more than just these two avenues, but for the time being, that's fine. We probably should have zoned all of this before placing it, but whatever. We're not going to, it's not the end of the world. It's all zonable after the fact. So we'll do all of that. We'll get this all in here as well. I don't think I've missed too many sections. Obviously, the cul-de-sacs themselves have been missed, but honestly, most of those are going to end up being parks anyway, so whatever. I'm honestly at this point kind of determined to try and have as little pollution as possible, because if I remember right, in one of my, I think it was my City Skylines Green Cities series, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to have like completely renewable energy and like a proper green city, and then I didn't. So I think it'd be a nice challenge in this to be like, yeah, let's just use parks and big parks and other things to like not have pollution, because that's kind of cool. I just really like it. Anyway, we have all of that residential zoning out there. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is place it all in there, just sort of get the cul-de-sacs in. Then honestly, I'm kind of just going to go in with a little bit of a cheeky blueprint, so I don't have to go through all these different areas to place it all again. So do that, grab it, and then just be like, boom, and boom, and then over here, boom, and again, just so much quicker is what it is. We could also probably, just while we're here, I want to go ahead and bulldoze this entire section of Avenue, because I just noticed how many different intersections are on the thing, and it's a little bit messy looking. Like there's so many of them just overlapping there that aren't needed and don't need to be overlapping. So let's just go like this and hope that this will be a much tidier avenue. It absolutely is. Then over here is not so bad actually, but we'll bulldoze it anyway, just to get it in there properly. And honestly, this one could probably be bulldozed a little bit higher up to there. So let's bring you straight down to about there. And that looks pretty good. So let's just run the simulation, let the whole area build up. It's going to get polluted like crazy, but that's all right. It's going to have plenty of crime as well going on now that I think about it. So let's see. Let's do a police station there. Let's do a police station there. Let's do a police station there and there. We just got boulevards. Ooh, okay. Well, that is exactly what we wanted. We've got the ballpark as well. I forgot we had this. What does it do? It does reduce pollution in an area too. Okay, let's do a couple of ballparks just down in these lower parts there. Let's do a couple of ballparks there and there as well. And let's do one here and here. Oh, they really do get rid of pollution like crazy. That's so good. That's so good. I love it. I really do. That's so cool. All right, let's throw a couple of ballparks in elsewhere then, because we don't have all that many of them. We'll do one there. And then we'll do one, let's see, over here, I think. So in like that little space right about there. And that should help with pollution in those areas. Do one there and do one there to help with those areas. We can do a little small park in these corners just to try and help those spaces. Then another little small park there and over there as well to help with those spaces. And we really don't have much in the way of pollution. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy how little pollution we have. Let's go ahead then and throw in some libraries as well, just to try and keep education up there a little bit. We could do a school there and a school there. And we could do a school, say, there and there as well, just to really, you know, keep the education a big part of living in Dorksville. But that, I love it, man. I really, really do. The ballparks are a really cool thing, the way they just get rid of so much there. And those boulevards, like, they're going to be huge. I mean, they are big roads, but they're going to be so useful. Because what I want to do with those is essentially, we'll pause the simulation for a second. There is a huge stretch of road here, right? If I go in and bulldoze you and you and you and you and you and you and you, just the whole way across there, right? That entire stretch of road just goes away. And we want to go in with a boulevard, and it's just going to go the whole way across. And it's going to be expensive. It's going to be really, really expensive. But in terms of, you know, traffic flow, it's going to be able to hold so much more traffic. And we can do the same here. And essentially all of these like big roads that we have going through everything, like we can just turn them into boulevards, which is exactly what I want to do. So, you know, this road is, I think this one had the brakes in it intentionally, didn't it? So it was supposed to be like that. This one can be, oh, hello, get rid of you and you, boulevard, if you wouldn't mind. This one, same story, and just the whole way across, just all of them turn into boulevards. And, I think it's just gonna be really, really cool to do this. So let's just upgrade, you as well. And upgrade up to about there. So there we go. There's another boulevard. And then that stretch of road there should probably be a boulevard. Can I just do it this way? Is that a thing I can do? I don't think it'll let me. Oh my god, does that... I haven't overlapped two roads, have I? So hold on, that's the thing. Hold on. No, not that. Press 5 and that. Oh, I totally... So can I just click and drag? That's really cool. I can just click and drag and overlap the existing road and it replaces it. Oh my god, that's such a cool feature. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I genuinely love that. Oh my god, okay. Well, that makes life so much easier. All right. Wow. Sorry, I know that, you know, you might have known that. You know, you might have been playing New Cities for a little while and you're like, oh, duh. But yeah, that's so cool. We do have the ballparks in the way there. So let me bulldoze those, unfortunately. Because I do want to get my boulevards in there. And we'll just go ahead and bulldoze these straight sections of road here for a second. And just throw a couple of boulevards going straight up there. Going straight to there. And just continuing sort of straight up to there and straight down to about there. All right, that's so cool. I guess, I guess this whole stretch could be a boulevard too. Just because it might as well be. It is going to be a massive road, so that can be a boulevard. And then I guess these guys should be boulevards too, but I'm not too stressed about that. Let's just get those ballparks back in here because I kind of want them. I really do. Can I? Oh, I can place it again. Good. So there and there. All right, that's perfect. So that really has gotten rid of a decent chunk of pollution. We can throw another one there and another one there just to get rid of more pollution. And there's none up there. There's no pollution. That's crazy. That's nuts. And we could do a ballpark there and a ballpark there. And that's going to get rid of pollution in the middle of the city. Do one there, and that's going to get rid of it there. A ballpark in that space should get rid of it. And then in this space should get rid of it. Look at that. There's like none. There's almost no pollution. Well, there's probably a little bit, but I love that so much. That's really, really cool to me. I know it might not be. I mean, you might be watching this and you're like, man, calm down about the ballparks. They're cool, but they're not that cool. Oh, we just got the history museum. Ooh, okay. I kind of want to place it over here in an interesting way, similar to like that one. So where is it? History museum. It's not huge, actually. It's really not a huge building at all. So where can it go? It'd be kind of cool to get it in there, but it's never going to fit. I mean, I guess we could, you know what? We should probably still do a little interesting space for it, shouldn't we? It's a museum. And what does it do? So it's, interestingly, we might not be able to afford that yearly, but that's fine. So enhances value in the area, high school diploma limit plus 5k, max residential density goes up a little bit. Okay, let's do this in like this area, perhaps. That might be kind of interesting to have like a little history museum right in the middle of town. So let's do what we did before, where we like do, I don't know if I want to do this actually. Let's just create like an X with the roads here, because then we can connect those bits together. And then what we do is we go in and we bulldoze all those parts, and I think I can place the history museum. No, I can't do that. Has to be. How does it do? How do we do it again? We had to do it on an angle, didn't we? Okay, so it would have to be that road, wouldn't it? Yeah. So that's annoying. That's definitely annoying. I can only place one of these. Okay, so I can't cheat to get it central in this area, is what that tells me. That's great. Right. Well, in that case, what about up here? In like one of these areas? I guess up here could work, couldn't it? So place it somewhere in the middle in here and kind of decorate the area around it or something like that. Might not be a bad idea. Let's try this. Let's try there for the history museum. And let's do like we just do like a little road connection like that, honestly. Like just a tiny little offshoot for a history museum. Might not be bad. We could do like we could do a library next to it. We absolutely could as well. We could do like a little library there. We could do a school kind of built into the back of the library. That seems pretty cool. Could do another school if we wanted to. I don't really want to, but we could. We could do a little park there as well. This is turning into a lovely little area, isn't it? I love it. Could do a ballpark if we really wanted to. It's not really going to fit, but you know, we could. I can't really do any of this out here. I don't think I can, I think we can only have one university as well, so that's fine. That seems like a nice little area though. I like that a lot. We got the history museum. We got some education. That seems like a really cool little area. All right. I'm pleased with that. I'm actually really genuinely pleased with that. That is, that's pretty cool. I guess at this point, we just need to like fill in all the gaps, don't we? We have like this big dense area down here, which is getting denser by the minute. And then we have this area up here, which isn't really all that dense yet. And then we have like the weird band in the middle where it's not dense in the slightest. And then the bits are on the edges. We do need to build up to the edges for sure. We might, you know, I wonder if it'd be worth doing that actually. Let's get the dots back so I can see them. And then I kind of want it to be daytime when I'm doing this. But I want to try and go around and build up to the edges. I want to keep my grid, but I feel like the line that follows the edge of the land is just going to go wherever it needs to go. I think that'd be fair. And then we'll build the grid out to that line as and when that line is done. So let's start down here and let's just see what we can do. And I'm going to make this a boulevard because I think that's going to make sense. So that can go to there and then go to here. And we'll just kind of loop it around the land a little bit. It can go... Let's see. I'm thinking it can go a little bit further there, can't it? So let's actually bulldoze you and go to about there. And then go at an angle? Yeah, so that can go right along the water's edge. Is that a bridge? No, I think it's just paved. Okay, so that's fine. You could go across here. And then you could probably go a little bit further, actually. So bulldoze, go to about there. And then let's... I keep... Oh, dear. I keep doing like 45-degree angles. I realize I don't need to do those. So let's try and break that habit of doing 45-degree angles. I'm also pushing the water back a little bit, which I don't know if I want to do that, but that's what I'm doing, so whatever. We'll see what happens when it, I guess, starts raining or something. That's apparently below the water line there, so this is going to sort of loop around that little space, which is fair enough. Let's maybe just bulldoze you and have that bit be extended. So I guess the water can come in there, which is kind of cool. I don't mind that. I'm almost tempted to say it might want to be a little bit different because that don't look too good. Let's bring you over by 2, bring you down to there and do that kind of thing. So it's a little more symmetrical there. I think that looks nicer. Then this can extend to there. That can go maybe inland a little bit and to there. And I don't know if this is going to look too good. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to think the 45-degree angles might be the way to go on this. Because I think it just... yeah, I think it looks better. I'm not going to lie. I think the 45-degree angles just look a lot better. But, whatever. We're here now, so this is apparently what we're doing. Also, the game is really not... It's not loving me right now. It's definitely not my biggest fan. That's for sure. Let's bring you over to there. Oh dear, that is not a pleasant curve at all. Okay. Bring that back. Bring you to, let's see, there. Oh, that is not, oh, that curve does not look good alongside that other bit of road though. Hold on a minute. We might need to bring this in a little bit further just so I can, just for the sake of symmetry and parallel lines, I need those bits to be parallel. They're too close together to not be. And honestly, that might just run, let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. This little bit's probably too close to the water to do anything else with it, so that's fine. This bit up here, let's bring it across. I don't think we want to take it out onto the sand. And let's do that with it. That seems to be about the same angle. And let's see. We can't go there. We can go to there. We can go across to here as well, I want to say. And maybe bring it down a little bit. And across again. That seems alright. I kind of like that. This can sort of come up and around a little bit. We are getting rid of some of the... we're getting rid of a little bit more of the coast that I want to get rid of there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of doing that. But it'll probably be okay. I think that's parallel to that road, so that's keeping me happy is what that's doing. Having the nice parallel lines there again. I'm not gonna lie, really big fan of parallel lines. Speaking of parallel lines, there was a video game called Driver Parallel Lines that I played many, many years ago. That was completely unrelated to this game in the slightest, but a good game nonetheless. Just thought I'd share, to be honest. Just speaking of parallel lines reminded me of it. The Driver franchise, by the way, criminally underrated. I take that back. It's probably not underrated. It was quite a popular franchise in its time. It's just not had a great time of it recently. It's not been I think the last one was Driver San Francisco. I think it was... why am I talking about this? Yeah, how many of you watching this video even know what the driver games are? I mean, it's obvious what they are. They're driving games, but... the better question, how many of you watching this have played any of the original driver games? Or this sounds like gatekeeping now. I'm sorry. I'm curious though. Like the original driver games or like Driver San Francisco. I didn't play the San Francisco one. I played Parallel Lines. That was the last one I played, I think on like PS2. So just to give you an idea of the last time I played a driver game. Anyway, we've done the thing that we said we were going to do. Let's go ahead and run some of these roads through here, which apparently I can't do. Below the water. What do you mean below the water line? But the other road was there, able to go there fine. What do you mean below the water line? What is this? Okay, well, we'll connect as many of them as we can, I guess. And we'll keep the same kind of vertical just pattern that we've been doing, I suppose. Or at least we'll try to do that, I suppose. Not really sure. I don't know if we need to do it here, but we'll do it anyway. And then here, we might as well, I guess. And I'm thinking we could do a little something interesting here. Just bulldoze those and do like a slight more, curve type thing there. I'm annoyed I can't connect those bits together. That does bug me. But that's all right. It's not the end of the world, so whatever. Let me see. There is a boulevard here we could continue straight through, which I think that'd be a good idea to have that continue through, because then we can bring these, sort of bring these avenues up a little bit. I'm debating whether or not to do that with that being so close. Actually, can I do this? Can I bring that boulevard? Yeah, I can do that. I don't know why again, I'm not really trying to push the water line around as much as I'm pushing it around, but apparently I'm just doing it anyway. At one minute I'm complaining about pushing the water line around, the next minute I'm pushing the water line around. So I should probably make up my mind, but in the meantime, while I'm not making up my mind, we're apparently just shoving the water line around. Let's turn you into a boulevard. Going to about there. If it wants to place, there we go. And then we can connect some roads up from down here as well. I think this could probably be a boulevard too. Because then this avenue goes to, a couple of different boulevards. And that seems to be a thing that we're going to want to do. And this definitely helps to make this feel a little bit more like it's conforming to the land. I think once we get all of our regular little roads in here, that's going to help and go a really long way to making this area feel a lot more like a proper kind of city. Because that's what we're going for. That's my plan here, is to make this area feel, really, really dense. Honestly, that is the goal. I want it to feel like it's, conforming to the land, like it's a really dense city. And I think this will, I do think this will help a lot. Let's do that as well while we're here. And let's do that because I can. And let's do that because I can. And that's not what I wanted. No. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. Let's just fix you really quickly, because that was awful looking. Is what that was. So you go there is what you're gonna do. That's better. And then I guess this one can go out to there as well. Definitely gonna be losing some of the really nice aesthetic that we had going on down here, I think, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, maybe, actually. Maybe. If we leave this bit kind of clear, it might not be so bad. But that implies that we're actually going to leave that bit kind of clear, so we'll find out. It does all conform kind of nicely, though. There is, like, the roads are all going from the same places, so it's not so bad. You know what? I think this is actually going to look really good. I do. I should probably not pause the game while I'm doing that, but I think it's going to look really good. I probably do want to try and push some expressways through here at some point. That is probably a thing that we want to do. But thus far, I think it's okay. I mean, we've just spent a lot of money on those roads. But I think it's going to be okay. I'm really looking forward to getting that all built. Density-wise, we are seeing a really good strip of density down the middle there, which is fantastic. Hopefully that's going to spread out a little bit. Value-wise, it is not bad, honestly. We've got a lot of building going on in a lot of valuable areas, and we have a lot more building gonna be happening in a lot of valuable areas. Traffic is... well, it's traffic, isn't it? It's a lot of intersections in a lot of spaces, but there's nowhere that's like standing out as like completely gridlocked. I think it's just thus far busy. Crime is not amazing in that space. Pretty good up there. Pretty good. That's just all right, isn't it? Education seems fine. I feel like it could be better, to be honest, but we don't have colleges yet, so whatever. That's just the way of it. We do need a lot more people, but I think all of this space that we're going to be filling with residential zoning, that's going to get us up to like 100,000 people easy. You know, it'll get us there. And then as the density of everything keeps coming up, you know, we're gonna see some good things, I hope. I would also hope that maybe factories will work at some point. I don't know why they're not. I really don't. I mean, we'll do this, right? We'll do factories like all the way along there. Maybe they'll build. Maybe they won't. Oh my God, the farms. I forgot we did this. I forgot I had all of those. Okay. Fair enough. They exist. Wow, that's a lot of farmland. Is that bigger than the city? It's about a 1-to-1 right now. It's almost, yeah. I mean, in terms of zoned space, there's more farms, but overall space, I'd say it's about a 1-to-1. Anyway, let's leave it there for today's episode. I am really, really looking forward to filling up all of this space out here and seeing what we can do. I would say we could do a lot of copying and pasting to do all this stuff, but honestly, I don't think that's going to be the case. That's going to be a lot of really tedious manual placement of roads, but that's all right. We'll get this whole bit done, and then I think the overall goal is going to be to expand it around like up here as well. I want the city to like surround this body of water. I think that would look really cool, and then we could do... I might just cover the entire map in it. I don't know. I really don't know. I think the cool thing, though, would be putting a bridge across, like, some of this water. So maybe that is a thing we'll do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.